Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a financial filing so exciting it's practically a roller coaster of numbers. Prepare yourselves because we're decoding WESBANCO's recent report where they're explaining a big move they made. Did someone say mergers and acquisitions? WESBANCO, a West Virginia corporation, wants to tell us more about their merger with Premier Financial, an Ohio corporation. The merger happened because both companies signed an agreement and plan to merge. Basically, they decided to become one bigger company. This report is actually an update to a previous one. And the big addition is all about the financials. We're getting the historical financial statements. Think of it like the financial records of Premier Financial, so we can see how they were doing before the merger. Plus, we'll look at some pro forma numbers. That means numbers that shows how things would look if the two companies had been combined all along. So what's actually inside? First, we've got the financial statements from Premier Financial. We're talking about audited official numbers that have been checked over to make sure they're accurate. We're seeing their financials as of December 31, 2024. This gives us a good look at how Premier Financial was performing over time. Next up, we've got the pro forma, meaning as if financial information for WESBANCO. These are numbers that estimate what WESBANCO's financials would have looked like if the merger had happened earlier. It includes the unaudited pro forma, condensed, combined financial statements of WESBANCO as of December 31, 2024, and for the year then ended. That means they haven't been fully checked by auditors yet, but they give us a preview of the combined company's potential. Let's jump into those financials. The report includes the audited consolidated financial statements of Premier Financial, which are super important. Let's see what they contain. First, Premier Financial's total interest income. Interest income is the money a bank or financial institution makes from lending money or investing in interest-bearing assets. In 2024, it was around 2,111 toll-free. It was around 242,000. That's a pretty big jump of about 43%. This indicates Premier Financial was making a lot more money from its loans and investments. Net interest income is the difference between the money a bank earns on its loans and investments and the interest it pays to depositors. For Premier Financial, this was 163 to depositors. For Premier Financial, this was 163,943. Another huge rise, that's a 49% increase year over year. This increase suggests that Premier Financial was managing its interest rates effectively. Moving on to non-interest income. That's income a bank makes from sources other than loans or investments. This includes fees for services, wealth management, and other activities. In 2024, Premier Financial made $46,377. That's a small decrease of about 4.6%, not a lot, but something to keep an eye on. It could mean they're earning slightly less in fees or other non-lending services. Finally, net income. This is the bottom line, the profit a company makes after all expenses are paid. Premier Financial's net income in 2024 was $96,341,000, and in 2023 it was $59,806,000, an almost 61% rise. This is the biggest takeaway. Premier Financial's profitability soared in 2024. Let's move on to the next part of the report. The unaudited pro forma, condensed combined financial statements of WESBANCO. Remember, these financials estimate what WESBANCO's results would have looked like if the merger with Premier Financial had happened earlier. First, let's look at net interest income. In the pro forma statement for 2024, it is $709,817,000. Looking back at 2023 for WESBANCO alone, this number was $566,120,000. The pro forma numbers assume the merger had already happened, so the big jump shows the impact of adding Premier Financial's net interest income to WESBANCO's. The pro forma non-interest income for 2024 is $357,453,000. WESBANCO's non-interest income in 23 was $319,379,000. Again, the increase shows how the merger boosts WESBANCO's income from sources other than lending, like fees and services. The pro forma net income for 2024 is $520,998,000. Looking back, WESBANCO's net income in 2023 was $376,990,000. The pro forma knowledge of your pro forma net incomes of overall profitability. Finally, we have the signature, which basically means WESBANCO is standing behind the accuracy of this report. Daniel K. Weiss Jr., the Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, signed it on March 28, 2025. This shows who is responsible for making sure the information in the report is correct. So what's the big picture here? This filing shows that WESBANCO is working to expand its business through mergers. The financial statements of Premier Financial gives investors insight into Premier Financial's financial health before the merger. The pro forma financial statements estimate the combined financial performance of WESBANCO after the merger. Now, for my take on this merger, the report paints a picture of WESBANCO making a bold move to grow. WESBANCO is aiming to get bigger and more profitable. The boost in net income and interest income from the merger looks promising, but it's crucial to watch how well they combine the two companies. However, mergers always come with risks. Combining different company cultures, managing new debts, and making sure everything runs smoothly can be tricky. If they don't handle these challenges well, it could hurt their profits down the road. In conclusion, this merger could be a game changer for WESBANCO, but it's not a guaranteed win. They need to manage the integration carefully to truly succeed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, comment, and subscribe for more Corporate Decoder. See you next time.